I'm falling asleep in the back of Miss Stevenson's 10th grade history class. She's projecting the pages of our founding nation textbook onto the whiteboard, and she calls this teaching. Nobody questions her 10 years of tenured curriculum or how she runs her class, even when the drone of her voice is a failing plane engine failing everyone but her.
I'm sitting in the front of Miss Dobbs' 9th grade English class. She leans in. She tells us about her life as a Vietnam War protester. Her eyes leak like a 30-year storm when she gets to the part about her friends who returned home more mangled than whole. Miss Dobbs wants us to know that our voices are the only weapon that matters, the only weapon that doesn't destroy. Think of a teacher who cared.
Think of all the teachers who didn't.
Why does education feel like a battlefield?
Why is one side forcing us to run through machine gun-fired standardized tests,
while the other side wants us to decide for ourselves what's worth fighting for?
Miss Dobbs and Miss Stevenson are at war with each other,
in a conflict defined by what students are allowed to ask. But school teaches us that our voices are unanswered questions. What is success?
Is it something rich people just thought up to feel better about themselves?
If I pass your tests,
graduate, get hired by a Fortune 500 company,
will I still be part of the 85% of people who hate their jobs? Why are we so complacent to suffer in silence?
To sacrifice ourselves to the gods of progress?
We're always lingering just beyond the next field of infinite worksheets.
Do well in elementary school to do well in high school.
Do well in college to do well in your job.
Then retire
so you can do well in death. Will this be on the test? Will my voice be on the test? I'm sitting here with my arm raised, blood draining out of my hands, waiting to ask, at what point will school prepare me for life?
This question isn't relevant to the lesson, so it'll be pencil shavings on the floor as I'm sharpened into a tool.
Miss Dobbs, you were our ally while we struggled against this factory line education handed down by out-of-touch politicians who would rather we just shove these questions back down our throats.
Miss Stevenson, did you realize that you just become another turn in a cycle of detached policymakers and principals, grinding our deaths down into the gunpowder that would kill our tomorrow?
We remember the classes that affect us the most. The affirmation.
The control.
The open doors.
The get out of my class. The
you
fact
saw
that my
inspiration rising from students' thoughts to mingle with the lights. You know we are all glowing stars being fueled by our own fire. I saw you sowing humanity into your classes. How do you navigate through the chaos of a battlefield where everyone claims to be on your side? One lesson says, just absorb what's on the board.
While the other wants us to question everything.
Our voice is the most valuable thing we will ever have, but half of education demands we sit in silence. True learning is the celebration of each utterance combined in a salute of human potential.
The personal connection that reminds us
why we are alive in the first place. What if 85% of people love their jobs?
What if school taught us how to do that?
What if work was not trading life for money, but instead offering passion and conviction towards projects we believe in?
Today is a series of mechanized bells that do not teach us how to succeed.
Tomorrow is a textbook written by the voices of us who could not be cut down.